Hello and welcome to another episode of Aquarium Plant Index. Today we are going to be talking about Rotala Wallichii. So this is a beautiful and popular stem plant in aquariums due to its fine, delicate appearance. It features slender stems and narrow leaves with a feathery look. The tops turn red or pink depending on the lighting conditions, and it thrives in soft, slightly acidic water, and this is typically found in the natural habitats of Southeastern Asia, such as Thailand and India. This is actually classed as an advanced plant and it is quite demanding, so for optimal growth it needs moderate to high lighting, a nutrient-rich substrate, regular dosing of fertilisers and CO2. It's often a plant that people struggle with, and getting it to take off can be quite tricky. It does appear to be quite sensitive to water parameters, so making sure that you maintain a stable condition is key to its success. Any fluctuation in conditions can quickly affect the appearance of this plant, and one of these things is the nitrate availability. It seems to be an observation shared by us and many others that this plant appreciates nitrates both at its root and in the water column. Limiting nitrate in an attempt to make this plant more red can actually have adverse effects. So we currently have this plant growing in a 45p in our gallery, and we dose nitrates twice a week on that tank, and the plant itself still looks really vibrant and really red and still has the pink tips. This is also helped by the fact that we use a twin star light, so it's quite highlighting and it really does just bring out the colour of the plant. So Rotala Wallichii comes in a tissue culture. It is an extremely delicate plant, and obviously with it being a tissue culture, these are baby plants, so it can just be quite delicate in general. What we'd recommend is just be really careful with it because it is quite fragile. Break it up into smaller portions and use some fine tweezers to plant it with. It does look best planted in larger groups, so you can plant like big clumps of it together, and that way you can just really appreciate the fine feathery textures of it when it actually finally grows in. As for the maintenance of this plant, we find that rather than just trimming it and letting it kind of grow back that way, we find that actually just removing the plant and trimming the bottom portion off and just keeping that healthy top growth and actually replanting that part just means that the plant itself will just look much better in the aquarium and healthier overall, and you'll still retain the vibrant red or pink tips of the plant even after trimming. Just seems to bounce back from trimming a lot quicker that way. You can also dose things like Seachem Advance or ADA ECA Plus or Green Gains just to help it bounce back from a trim. As I say, it is quite a fragile and delicate plant, so just being careful with it. Try and give it as minimal trims as possible. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Aquarium Plant Index, and we will see you on the next one.